In the sweltering summer of 1901, a young man named Jack eked out a living on the streets of Chicago. He was a pauper, a beggar, always on the lookout for his next meal. But on this fateful day, something strange occurred. As Jack rummaged through a trash can, he felt a sudden jolt like a punch to the gut. When he opened his eyes,
He
the
found
cars were
himself in the
sleek
middle
and
of a
shiny.
bustling street,
The people
but it
dressed in
wasn't his
clothes he'd
street.
never seen before. A newspaper showed the date, June 2nd, 1981. Jack's mind reeled as he stumbled through the crowds. He was a man out of time, a relic from a bygone era. As he walked, Jack noticed strange looks from passersby. His tattered clothes and wild hair made him stand out in a sea of suits and ties. Desperate for answers, Jack approached a police officer. "Sir, please, can you tell me what year this is?" The officer raised an eyebrow. "It's 1981, buddy. What's with the getup?" Jack's eyes widened as the reality sunk in. He had traveled 80 years into the future. The officer's expression turned suspicious. "What's your name, and what's your business here?" Jack hesitated, unsure of what to say. I'm Jack. I don't know how I got here." The officer's hand rested on his hip, near his gun. "Let's take a walk." "Jack, we'll sort this out at the station." As they walked, Jack marveled at the towering skyscrapers and neon lights. But he knew he didn't belong. He was a man out of time, and he needed to find a way back. At the police station, Jack faced a barrage of questions. "How did you get here? What's your address? Your phone number?" Jack shook his head, feeling like a wild animal trapped in a cage. I don't know. I just want to go home." The officers exchanged skeptical glances. One of them leaned in, his voice low. "Listen, Jack, we're going to run some tests. See if we can figure out what's going on with you." Jack's heart racing, he nodded. Anything to get back home. But as the day wore on, Jack's hopes began to fade. He was a man out of time, and he didn't know how to get back. In a desperate bid to return home, Jack made a break for it, dashing out of the police station and into the streets. As he ran, the city lights blurring around him, Jack felt the strange sensation again, like a punch to the gut. When he opened his eyes, he found himself back in 1901, rummaging through the same trash can as before. It was as if the day had never happened. But Jack knew the truth. He had traveled through time, and he would never forget the shocking journey he had been on, backslash. He found himself in the middle of a bustling street, but it wasn't his street.